Hello students, I am Rashmi Bore from the Great India School and today we are going to learn Economics class 9th lesson 2 People as Resource. Population is an asset for the economy rather than a liability. So you know what is population now? People as a resource is a way of referring to a country's working people in terms of existing productive skills and liabilities. The positive side of a large population often overlooked, and the negative side problems of providing food, education, and access to the health facilities. Investment in human capital yield a return like investment in physical capital. So these are all the contents that we will cover in this chapter. So let's start with some of the facts. Not only educated and a healthier people gain through higher income society gains in other indirect ways, because the advantage of more educated healthier population spreads were not directly educated or given health care. Human capital is one way superior to the other resource. Investment in human resource give higher rates of return in future. Educated parents found to invest more heavily education to their children. Now let's know the types of activities. What are the activities that are performed? The various activities have been classified into the three main sectors. So the first one includes the agriculture, forestry, animal husbandry, fishing, poultry farming, mining and quarrying. Secondary includes manufacturing of goods, etc. And tertiary include trade, communication, banking, education, transport, health, tourism and services. Nowadays children, the tertiary sector is becoming more popular. These activities add value to the national income, and these activities are called economic activities or market activities. नाउ अब हम पढ़ेंगे मार्केट एंड नॉन मार्केट एक्टिविटीज़ क्या होती है. मार्केट एक्टिविटीज़ इन्वॉल्व रेन्यूमरेशन टू anyone who performs, that is activity perform for pay or profit. मतलब मार्केट एक्टिविटीज़ वो एक्टिविटीज़ होती है जो प्रॉफिट गेन करने के लिए की जाए. दिस इंक्लूड्स प्रोडक्शन ऑफ गुड्स और services including government services. The second one is the non-market activities are the production for self-consumption. These can be consumption and processing of primary product and the own account production for the fixed asset. That means non-market activities वो होती है जो सेल्फ कंजम्पशन के लिए की जाती है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल मैं देना चाहती हूँ आपको, जैसे कि मान लो एक फार्मर है और वो अपने फील्ड में जो भी यील्डिंग करेगा और वो सारी यील्ड का यूटिलाइजेशन उसकी फैमिली करेगी रैदर देन सेलिंग इट टू द मार्केट. तो इस टाइप की जो उसकी एक्टिविटी होगी वो क्या कहलाएगी? नॉन फार्मिंग एक्टिविटी. सो इन द सिंपल सेंटेंस अगर हम जानने की कोशिश करें तो मार्केट एक्टिविटी वो एक्टिविटी होती है जो प्रॉफिट गेन करने के लिए होती है, और नॉन मार्केट एक्टिविटी जो होती है उसमें हम प्रॉफिट ना गेन करके सेल्फ कंजम्पशन करते हैं. सो नाउ लेट्स कम टू द अनदर टॉपिक, इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटीज़ बाय मैन एंड वुमेन. A majority of women have low education and skill formation. Women are paid low compared to men. Most women work where the job security is not there. Various activities relating to the legal protection is a merger. Employment in this sector is characterized by irregular and low income. In this sector there is an absence of basic facilities like maternity leave, child care and other social security systems. However, women with high education and skill formation are paid as per with the women. Yes, now the world are changing. जैसे जैसे world change हो रहा है तो now the women's are competing with men. तो जो उनकी सैलरी पैकेजेस हैं that is equal to the men. So अगर हम हायर स्किल्स और एजुकेशन की बात करें तो हर फील्ड में ये डिफरेंसेस अब बहुत कम होता जा रहा है. Now next topic is quality of population. तो क्या है ये quality of population? Let's know. The quality of population depends on literacy rate, health of a person indicated by life expectancy and skill formation acquired by the people of the country. That means country की population quality wise है कि नहीं. It means that कितने परसेंट पीपल वहाँ पर लिटरेट हैं, हाउ इज़ देयर हेल्थ केयर फैसिलिटीज़ और हाउ इज़ देयर लाइफ एक्सपेक्टेंसी. ये तीनों चीज़ें मिलाकर उस कंट्री की क्वालिटी पॉपुलेशन को फॉर्म करती है. द क्वालिटी ऑफ पॉपुलेशन अल्टीमेटली डिसाइड्स द ग्रोथ रेट ऑफ द कंट्री. Illiterate and unhealthy population are the liability for the economy. Literate and healthy person are an asset to a country. So now you have understood that what is the quality of population means. Now let's know the importance of education in the progress of the country. The role of education in human capital formation. Yes, education contribute in the growth of society. Provision is made quality in elementary education with special emphasis on girl. So हमारे कंट्री की अगर हमें एजुकेशन की क्वालिटी इम्प्रूव करना है तो हमें अपना लिटरेसी रेट इम्प्रूव भी करना पड़ेगा और हमें एम्फेसिस देना पड़ेगा कि गर्ल्स जो हैं ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा एजुकेट हो. सो पढ़ेगा इंडिया तभी तो बढ़ेगा इंडिया. सो द नेक्स्ट वन इज़ द वोकेशनल स्ट्रीम. विद द ऑक्यूपेशन रिलेटेड नॉलेज एंड स्किल the government has launched SSA. What is SSA? SSA is the Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan. Significant step providing elementary education age to the 14 years by 2010. Bridge course and the back to school camps initiated to increase the enrollment in elementary education. Midday meal scheme was first started in the state of Tamil Nadu and gradually it spread and became popular to improve the nutrition status. 10th plan increased the enrollment of higher education between 18 to 23 years age group. Plan focus on distant education and convergence to the format are being implemented. So these are some of the education implementation done by the government. Now let's see the next topic. Let's see the graph. Can you see the graph here? This is a graph of literacy rate in India. So the graph has the three colors. The white one indicates the female, the brown indicates the male, and the green indicates the total number of population. Throughout the year 2004 till from 1951 to 2004 we can see that the literacy rate is higher in male comparative to female. So that's why the emphasis are given on the education of the girls. Now the next one is the health. Health is also very important for the quality of the population as we have already seen. So now let's know the health of a person. Helps to realize the potential ability to fight illness. Unhealthy person is a liability. National policy aimed at improving accessibility of healthcare, family welfare, nutrition service, underprivileged population. India built up health infrastructure and manpower. 81 out of 181 medical colleges have basic facilities. So this is the health infrastructure over the years. This graph indicates the health infrastructure. From 1951 to 2010, if you will see, then there is a rapid increase, or the gradual increase we can see in the infrastructure of the health. Now the next topic is unemployment. That is what berojgari. Yes. So let's understand what is unemployment. Unemployment is said to exist when the people who are willing to work at the going wages cannot find the jobs. The workforce population includes people from 15 to 59 years. अब अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट की प्रॉब्लम जब आती है तब लोगों में कैपेसिटी है, स्किल है काम करने की, मगर उन्हें काम नहीं मिल पा रहा है, और इस कंडीशन में क्रिएट होता है सिचुएशन द अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट. In the case of India, we have the unemployment in rural and urban areas. However, the nature of unemployment differs in the rural area. In the case of rural areas, there is a seasonal and the disguised unemployment. Urban areas mostly face the problem of educated unemployment. Again, I have told you that educated unemployment, that means the people are educated and they are having the skill, but they are not able to find the job. So we have to orient many of the jobs so that we can solve such type of problem. In the rural areas, disguised और seasonal employment कॉमन होती है, क्योंकि जिस टाइम फार्मर जब हार्वेस्टिंग का टाइम होता है तो उस बीच का जो उसके क्रॉपिंग से लेकर हार्वेस्टिंग के टाइम का जो पीरियड होता है उसके पास कोई काम नहीं होता है, तो इस टाइम को हम बोलते हैं सीजनल अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट. नाउ लेट्स सी द टाइप्स ऑफ अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट. द फर्स्ट वन इज़ द सीजनल. इट हैपन्स when the people are not able to find the job during the some months of the year, and it is very popular among the farmers. Disguised unemployment. In this case, the people appear to be employed. Some work requires the work of only few people but engages more people than it needs. The extra workers are called the disguised unemployed. This usually happens with the agriculture family. So let me explain you. Disguised unemployment के situation ज़्यादातर उन फार्मर्स की फैमिलीज़ पर होती हैं जो एग्रीकल्चर डिपेंडेंट होते हैं. जैसे कि अब उनके घर में 10 से 15 लोग हैं, मान लो जॉइंट फैमिली है, तो खेत में काम करने के लिए, उनको फार्म में काम करने के लिए केवल 7 से 8 लोगों की ज़रूरत है, लेकिन उनकी पूरी फैमिली जो 10 to 15 मेंबर्स की जो फैमिली है वो पूरी फैमिली वर्क कर रही है. तो जो एक्स्ट्रा जो वर्कर्स हैं जिसकी रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं है, अगर वो काम नहीं भी करते हैं तो प्रोडक्शन में कोई फ़र्क नहीं पड़ेगा. सो सच टाइप ऑफ एम्प्लॉयमेंट इज़ नोन एज द डिसगाइज्ड अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट. That means there is no value of the people, of the extra people, those who are working in that field. The third one is the educated unemployment. It is more common in the urban areas. Many educated youths are not able to find a job. They are called the educated unemployment. So we have seen the three types of unemployment, that is the seasonal, disguised and the educated unemployment. So this is all in